Assalamu alaikum dear students. I'm a representative of Peshawar Model Schools and today I'm here to describe the work from home second assignment for May 2020, and this assignment is for class 8. So I'll be explaining all the summer tasks subject wise for class 8. So first there is a note for parents that you have to do the second assignment. It's a second assignment work from home project and we are thankful for your cooperation and appreciating the response on the first assignments, right? So the first subject that we'll be talking about is physics. So in physics, chapter number 2, kinematics. So question number 1 is read the chapter, find and write the meanings of 20 difficult words and terms. So this is the first question. It's very self-explanatory that you have to read the kinematics chapter and you have to find out the meanings of 20 difficult words. Question number 2 is do activity 1.2 given on page number 13. So you have to open the page number 13 of book and you have to do the 1.2 activity. Question number 3 is write the convenience unit you will use to measure the following given option. The following options are given like grams, milligram, millimeter and centimeter, and you have to write the convenient unit. Okay, so the width of the book, how will you measure the width of the book? Whether it will be measured in gram, milligram, millimeter, or centimeter, you have to find it out. Like the mass of candy, diameter of wire, mass of cricket ball, and you have to employ the question on all these given option. Now, question number 5 is draw and label diagrams given on page number 17, 18, 19, 21, 22. And you on these pages, you have to draw a diagram of these figures, figure 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, and 1.5. Coming towards the second subject, that is chemistry. So in chemistry, you have chapter number 1, fundamentals of chemistry, in which question number 1 is define atomic number and mass number with two examples. It's very self-explanatory that you have to define atomic numbers with two examples and mass number with two examples. Question number 2 is find out the numbers of proton, electron, and neutron in the following elements. So you have been given these following elements like sodium, silver, ferrum, lead, and argon, and these two numbers are given. So you have to find out how many protons, how many electrons, and how many neutrons are present in these nutshells. Now, question number 3 is how many elements are present in the following? So you have been given this hydrofluoric acid, you have been given this carbon monoxide, you have been given this silicon and silicon dioxide, and just like the other options, you have been given phosphoryl chloride, and you have to find the elements. Now, question number 4 is write down the main postulates of Dalton atomic theory. So what you have to do is you have to read the Dalton atomic theory, and you have to find out the postulates, and you have to write the postulates. Again, question number 5, define matter. Explain three states of matter with examples. So you have to define matter, what is matter, and then you have to explain the matter with the help of three examples, taking water as a reference. And question number 6, define boiling point and melting point. It's very self-explanatory. You have to define both the topics. The last question is differentiate between physical change and chemical change. Dear students, a tip for all of you that you can consult your book for any kind of reference, for any kind of help, but if you can't find any interesting facts in the book, you can consult Google and you can find answer of every question, whether it's related to general knowledge or whether it's related to chemistry. Coming towards the next subject, that is biology. Now biology, the chapter number 1, introduction to biology. So question number 1 is read the chapter, learn and write the scientific information given on page number 3, 4, 5, 6, 13th and 14th. So what you have to do is you have to read the chapter first, and then you have to read these pages, and then you have to write all the scientific information given on these pages. Question number 3 is enlist 5 tissues, organ and system of human body. So you have to you can even Google the tissues and organs and system of human body, and you can find the answer of this question very easily. Now question number 3 is study level of biological organization given on page number 13, 14 and 15. Dear students, these page numbers are given. You have to go to on these pages and you have to study the level of biological organization, and you have to solve the activity given on page number 16. Now the last question is draw and label the following diagram. Structure of animal and plant cell, which is given on page number 71. You have to study it and then you have to draw it, and again in the last you have to label it. And the second part is types of tissue, that is given on page number 90, 92 and 94. Coming towards mathematics, you have two parts. The one is written and the one is oral. So what you have to do is, the first part is written, you have to go through the chapter number 4, algebraic expression, and you have to done the exercise 4.1 and 4.7, that are the review exercise. You can consult any guide available in the market or available internet. You can even use Google as well to find and help to get help in these algebraic expressions. Now coming towards the oral task, you have to orally revise all the definitions of geometry, from provide notes, and if you don't have notes, you can consult to your book. So you have to orally study all the definition of geometry. Coming towards English task, the question number 1 is, write any 10 proverbs of your choice along with their Urdu translation. So dear students, you can consult Google. In that you can find plenty of hundreds and thousands of proverbs, and you can even find their Urdu translations. So you have to learn it and you have to write it. Okay, the question number 2 is, write a letter to your friend discussing sharing different productive creative activities to do while staying at home quarantine. So that can be very interesting. You have to focus on it, that you have to write a letter to your friend and you have to share all those activities which you are doing on daily basis. So you will be practically writing this letter, examine and telling your friend all the real basis activities, like if you are playing table tennis, if you are playing PUBG, and along with that you have revised like biology chapter number 7 or chapter number 2. So you have to write all these activities. Now coming towards chapter number 3, you have to select 10 words from unit 1 and 2 and use them in your own sentences. So what you can do is that you have to read the chapter 1 and 2. You can choose these 10 words. You can use Google's. You can use Google to know the meanings of these words, and you can even write these words in your sentences. Question number 4 is, you have to write stories. You have to write greed is a curse or union is strength. You have to write stories on that. Very self-explanatory. Question number 5 is, make abstract nouns which end with suffix given below. Ness, ship, meant, shun, t. So you can abstract nouns, you can use Google to know the abstract noun and you can fill these spaces. Question number 6 is, match the words in the left hand column in their definitions to the right hand column. So venturing, the first word, innate, amplified, bait, embedded, these are the words and you have to match it with the right column along with their meanings. Coming towards the next task, that's Pakistan studies. So in Pakistan studies, the first is chapter number 2, making of Pakistan. Learn and write all important dates with their events from the chapter. So you have to read the chapters and you have to learn and you have to write all the important dates, because in MCQs dates are very important in Pakistan studies. Chapter number 3 is land of Pakistan. Do practice all of the maps given in the chapter. So you can find the map in the chapter and you have to practice as well. The first one is the administrator map, physical map, the climatic region of Pakistan, river system map, and you can easily find these maps on Google as well. कमिंग टुवर्ड इस्लामियात, इस्लामियात में जी सबसे पहला सबक आपका है कुरान मजीद, उसका तारुफ, उसके हज़ाइफ और उसके फ़ज़ाइल। तहरीरी काम, सबक के 15 मुख्तसर सवालात बनाएं और लिखें। इसमें आपने करना है अपना कुरान मजीद का जो आपका सबक है आपने उसका पढ़ना है, जिसमें आपने उसके तारुफ पे तरजीह देनी है, हिफाजत पे तरजीह देनी है और फ़ज़ाइल पे तरजीह देनी है, और आपने सबक के 15 मुख्तसर सवालात बनाने हैं और उसके लिखने हैं इस चैप्टर को पढ़ के। उर्दू के तहरीरी काम की तरफ आ जाते हैं तो मज़ामीन आपको दिए गए हैं, उस्ताद का एहतराम, मेरा नसीब, नस्बुल ऐन और अताअत वालिदैन। ये 3 जो है मज़ामीन आपने लिखने हैं। कहानियाँ, जैसा करोगे वैसा भरोगे, सच की बरकत, सांझ को आँच है। ये सांझ को आँच है और सच की बरकत जो है ये एक ही टाइटल है। कुछ जगहों पर सच की बरकत अवेलेबल होगा, कुछ बुक्स में, कुछ इंटरनेट वगैरह पर सांझ को आँच नहीं की टॉपिक पर, ये टाइटल पर अवेलेबल होगा। ग्रामर के पोर्शन की तरफ आ जाएं तो पहला है हरूफ तहज्जी। बे, पे, दाल, राल और सीन, शीन में कम से कम 20 मुहावरात के मायने लिखकर जुमले बनाएं। तो इन हरूफ तहज्जी को आपने जुमले बनाने हैं। दर्जेल दूसरा सवाल है, दर्ज झेल अलामात के साबिके और ला के बनाएं। साबिके दिए गए हैं आपको, अहल, बद, खुश, गैर, ला, तंग, हम, नेक, शाह, खुद, और ला के आपको दिए गए हैं अमीज, पोश, खानादान, जार, सनास, रफ, कार, याब, और इनके आपने साबिके और लाके बनाने हैं। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, उम्मीद करता हूं कि आपको इस टास्क की बखूबी समझ आई होगी। थैंक यू सो मच।